Hi, welcome to What Do You Think? Stimulating conversation regarding passionate and controversial topics which affect all of us. My name is Isaac Barcelona, your host. And along the way, we'll let you know how you can participate in this great program. But today we have a very special guest. Mr. Drew Mercy is going to talk to us about voter ID. Drew, what do you think?
Well, Isaac, over the last 10 years, we've had several close national elections for president, for Senate, for Congress, and in various states. And one of the issues that has recurringly come up in a very close election is the question, was the election fair? Was the election valid? And did the person the voters want win? Well, to answer this question, we've got to know that every voter has their vote protected, that every valid voter is allowed to vote, and that those who aren't supposed to be voting or who are attempting to commit voter fraud are prevented. To do that requires a very simple fix. Just like when we go to the grocery store, just like when we book a motel room, open a cell phone account, we need to show photo ID. Voting is the most integral part of our participation in this democracy, and it has to be protected above all else. Showing a photo ID to ensure that every voter is who they say they are and entitled to vote is so important to making sure that voters continue to participate. Because that's one of the things that keeps voters away, is when they think their vote is being stolen, counterbalanced illegally, or just not counted at all. And so simply by showing that photo ID and demonstrating they are who they say they are, we can build people's faith in democracy, protect the integrity of our election system, and make sure that we get continued participation from everybody. Further, it just makes sense. I mean, you think about it. We've got to show our ID. Our kids got to show our ID if they're going to an R-rated movie. I've got to show an ID to use a credit card if I'm going to the grocery store. Why aren't people being asked to show their ID when they go vote? Numerous other states across the nation require voters to show photo ID. Here in California, we should as well.
Great topic. Well, what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let us know. We'll let you know how. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back with What Do You Think? Welcome back to What Do You Think? Stimulating conversation regarding passionate and controversial topics which affect all of us. Today we have Drew Mercy, and in this segment, he's going to talk about something that affects a lot of states, but right now we're dealing here with it in California, and that's the state budget. Drew, what do you think?
Well, Isaac, over the last 20 years, California has been heading down the wrong path in terms of the way it spends its money and raises funds. And the effect now in this economic downturn has been that we're losing jobs, we're losing residents who are moving out of state, and our state is losing money and isn't able to fund the services that people need. There's a couple reasons for this. Number one, our spending formulas are not tied to the revenue that is taken in. They're tied to what bureaucrats and legislators in Sacramento would like to have come in. And if that doesn't come in, they've been hitting the taxpayers repeatedly over and over and over again for more taxes. The result of which, jobs, companies, employers are leaving the state. California is facing the same crises that's facing the Rust Belt and the heavy manufacturing states. Why? Why? Because we're telling employers we don't want their jobs here. We're putting taxes, regulations, and onerous burdens on the people that are hiring us, our brothers, our sisters, our friends and family. Well, neighboring states like Nevada, Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico, they're swooping in like a hawk. They see the opportunity there. California is going to tax you. I'll tell you what, we'll give you a tax incentive to bring your jobs over here. The answer to fixing the state's economy, as well as the nation as a whole, is not more government programs and more government taxes. The answer is letting businesses hire people, create jobs, create industry, and innovate. It's what got us out of the Depression. It's what's gotten us out of economic downturns in the past, and it can help us again here. What we need are jobs, not government coming in and over-regulating our lives.
As I said, stimulating conversation. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let us know, and we'll let you know how you can express yourself as well. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with What Do You Think? Welcome back to What Do You Think? We're talking to Drew Mercy today, and our third topic for our third segment is something that we're all interested in. And there's so many opinions about this. That's government-run healthcare. Why is it good? Why is it bad? Drew, what do you think?
Well, I think it's bad for a number of reasons. There are many things that government can do very well. Provide for national defense, public safety, infrastructure. There are some things that it does not do well, and that's being our mom, being our dad, and being our doctor. You know, when I think about government-run healthcare, I think about some of the other things that government does not do so well. When I go to the hospital, do I want it looking like the lobby of the DMV? I don't. The other thing is I look and see how is government-run healthcare working in other countries. You know, if you get cancer in America under our current system, you're 20% more likely to be alive in 5 years than you are if you're in a European country or Canada with government-run healthcare. Additionally, if you go to a doctor in one of those countries with government-run healthcare, you have up to a 5-year waiting time just to get a physical. That's unacceptable. We have people and residents from Canada that are driving down to Detroit and Seattle to see a physician because they can't get that service. Now there's a reason. It's not just that they don't do it right. It's when you take something and you say, we're going to take a limited supply, physicians, and we're going to give unlimited access to everyone, then everybody flocks to it. We see this here in the United States in our emergency rooms as we're looking at what's happening to our emergency rooms when people are using it as a physician's office. It's impacted. People aren't able to get service. When you make something unlimitedly available, you're going to limit people's access to it just by their inability to get face-to-face with a doctor. Now, a better way is to expand access to health care. For most of us, you know, in America have some sort of health care, health insurance. There's a number of people that are uninsured. And what we need to do is break that down. Who's uninsured either by choice and who's uninsurable overall? And those are the people we need to address, the ones that are falling through the cracks.
Great topic. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Please let us know. We'll let you know how. In the meantime, we hope to see you again here next time on What Do You Think? This is Isaac Barcelona and my special guest saying, see you next time.
Thank you.
What Do You Think? Is a Gig to Me video production. And if you'd like to be a part of our family of sponsors or a guest on our show, we'll let you know how to do that in just a moment. In the meantime, we'd like to invite you to tune in to future episodes and really participate. My name is Isaac Barcelona, your host, and I want to know, what do you think?